YouTubers are painting an unrealistic picture for you about the YouTube automation business because it is much easier to sell you something when you are excited about it. But the truth is, as with anything that is worth doing, it comes with its own set of challenges. Today, I'm going to be your guardian angel and walk you through the 7 most common YouTube automation mistakes that can literally cost you thousands of dollars. Let's get started. Hello, my name is George and welcome to another video. Today we're going to discuss the 7 most common YouTube automation mistakes that can cost you thousands of dollars. Mistake number 1, unrealistic expectations. You might watch a couple of videos on YouTube and you might get this idea that YouTube automation is this great business model that is super easy to get into, it doesn't cost much, and you're going to get results very fast. But matter of fact, it is a proper business model where you need to allocate a specific budget, hire and find good people, talents, and then actually work at it consistently for a long time in order to see good results. I've been burnt with unrealistic expectations over the years, and so I would like you to go into this with a cool head, understand that things are not as easy as they look and it's not all rainbows and unicorns. Instead, understand that this is going to cost money, this is going to be difficult, you will need to learn a lot of things and have realistic expectations. So what is, you might ask, a realistic expectation for a YouTube automation business? I would say anywhere from 6 to 12 months is a good amount of time to give yourself to test different videos, to try to double down on what's working, to get your channel monetized and to really get those results. But you will need to be consistent. Mistake number 2, not budgeting. This is a big mistake that many beginners do. They get excited about the space, they get into it, they think, okay, I have money for 2-3 videos and then I'll figure it out. But matter of fact, YouTube rewards consistency. And if you go into this and you only have money for the next 2-3, maybe 5 videos, you're not planning far ahead. You're letting your emotions, your excitement take over you. So instead, take some time, evaluate the situation, think to yourself, okay, how can I make maybe less videos but post them more consistently? Okay, maybe I don't hire the whole team right away, but maybe I hire someone to do the script, for example. I will do the voiceover, I'll put the video and so forth. So you need to go into this consistently. It's okay to start doing some of the work yourself, and then once you start pulling in some money, then reinvesting it into hiring a team. Try to put your emotions aside as much as possible. Think with a rational head about, okay, how much is it going to cost me to make one video? And then think about how I can make that video for the next 12 months. This way it's much harder, it becomes much more expensive, but this is frankly the only way to go into this because you want to play for the long term and not think about it for the next 3-5 videos. Mistake number 3, not having an SOP. SOP stands for a standard operating procedure, and it basically means how we do things around here. So if you have a team of freelancers and each has their own responsibility, well, they need to first of all communicate between each other. Second of all, each one of them needs to understand the quality and the standards of the procedures. And it's important to have an SOP before you start hiring people. That's why it's important to start doing it yourself first. You need to understand, okay, what is the proper way of doing it? How do I name the files? How do I edit the videos? How do I make the thumbnails? How do I upload? What's the description? So you need to understand the process very well first, so you can then start to put people in those places. Because remember, what you can do once, you can do it over and over again, and then you can start putting people in place so you can save your own time and start to grow it. But to do that, you need to understand it very well first yourself, so you can then understand, okay, what is the proper amount of money I need to pay? What is the proper amount of time I can expect this person to do this, and so forth. And then it's also important to understand so nothing gets lost, because chaos will come your way. That is the one thing I can promise you right away. Once you start hiring people, that adds complexity, and once you have complexity, that brings chaos. And so you need to have systems in place that are going to make sure to minimize the number of chaos, and so people can follow it to the T. As detailed as possible as you can write your SOP, the better. Mistake number 4, not having videos in the can. What this basically means is having videos that are private but that are ready to go with just a click of a button. And why this is important is because let's say, for example, that something is going to go wrong, and things are always going to go wrong. Some of your team member got sick, or they don't reply, or they disappear, or something is going to go wrong. And so you are not able to produce that week's video. Well, you want to have some kind of a video prepared waiting there so you can just click a button and it goes live. And why that is important is so you don't miss an upload, you're consistent with your uploads, and it's also going to give you that time to reassemble the team back together, find backups, find other people. I would recommend having at least 2 weeks worth of videos waiting for you to be published. This is going to give you the ease of mind to know that even if you have a little vacation or something unexpected happen, or if you have chaos upon you, you're fine. You will be able to publish for a week, for example, without doing anything, and then you will be able to, in this meantime, put back the team together so they can actually start working again. Mistake number 5 is not having backups. Let's say, for example, one of your team members gets sick and they're not able to deliver the voiceover on time. What are you gonna do then? In this case, you need to have backups who will be able to deliver fast what you need and what you're missing. When it comes to YouTube automation business, consistency is key. And having backups is going to enable you to stay consistent. Because if one of your team members falls off and you have an upload today or tomorrow, it's going to be very stressful and very hard for you to find someone fast. So thinking about this in advance and making sure that you do have backups before you actually need them is very important. As the old Chinese proverb says, fix your roof while it's still shining. Mistake number 6, aiming for perfection. Many people have this tendency of perfectionism and trying to get something perfect before they actually post it. But oftentimes that leads to paralysis and not uploading anything. And so what I encourage you to do is to make sure that yes, you are producing high quality videos, but at the same time, you get to that 80-90% mark of satisfaction and then just uploading it and just getting it done. And matter of fact, most likely the videos that you're going to be publishing in the beginning are not going to be as good as the videos that you're going to publish later on. Make sure that you get started and then you can get perfect later. Mistake number 7, not being consistent. I touched on this a little bit before, but this is a very important key to YouTube automation business. YouTube favors the channels who are able to upload consistently because then they can deliver that content to the audience, and audiences are going to start expecting seeing videos on you the same date, the same time. It's kind of like TV shows back from childhood. You remember that your favorite TV show is going to come up each Saturday morning. And so you were expecting that TV show to come up every Saturday morning at the exact same time. And you would be ready, you would prepare for it, and you would be there to see it. This is the exact same thing with YouTube. And this mistakes puts together all of the mistakes that we've discussed previously. In order to make sure that you are consistent, you want to have a proper budget, proper expectations, have people in place, have backups, and so forth. And as a bonus, the 8th mistake that I want to touch upon is hiring low quality freelancers. So when you first get started, most likely you're going to start doing everything yourself, maybe outsourcing one little part. But then as you're going to start monetizing your channel, you're going to start outsourcing more and more. And at the beginning, you might not be hiring high quality people, but you need to understand that quality equals price. So if you want to produce high quality videos, and trust me, you want to produce them because you want to stand out from your competition, then that directly translates into hiring the best people possible. Probably in the beginning, you won't be able to hire the best talent, but as you grow, as you're going to start getting more revenue, I highly encourage you to reinvest as much of your money into hiring the best people possible to produce the best quality possible. The more you reinvest into your business, the better your content quality gets. Over time, that's going to translate into more views, better retention, higher subscriber counts, and ultimately higher monthly revenue generated. So be patient with it, stick with it for a long time, and you're going to see results. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.